Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm nature journaling. This is a nature journal page I did after I saw a woodcock crossing the road the other day. I made this nature journal page interactive because I just love the way the timber doodle dances across the street. He's got quite the strut. So this video is going to be about how I created this page. So this is step one, and that is to make a plan on what you want to do. So going by my plan, the first thing I did was open my journal, and this is a Strathmore 500 series mixed media journal. Came to an empty page, checked to make sure there was nothing on the back because I'm going to have to glue these two pages together. So I have blank pages here. And I want to just do a quick timber doodle sketch for size. So I just got a piece of copy paper and sketched out a timber doodle, the size that I wanted to put on the page. I made the neck just a little bit longer so the body would go underneath. And I cut off the legs so that they could stay still. And this is kind of large, but I like it. And I think this is the size I'm going to go with for this page. So when I complete my activity, the body's going to move, but the feet and the head are going to stay the same. Next, what I did was I took my little sketch here, that was the right size, and I sketched it on a piece of this illustration. This is like a smooth Bristol. It's nice and heavy though. It's 150 pounds. It's very smooth. Marker does not go through it. And I wanted something strong enough to construct the tab and the mechanism behind the page. So I figured this would be very sturdy. Plus I decided to do the bird itself in marker. And this paper is really good for marker. It doesn't bleed through, doesn't feather. I just want to make a note about using the markers, and that is I looked at my reference photo and I tried to pick out all the colors that I saw in my reference photo. And the reason I did this, number one, is because I have a lot of markers. This is one bag, and these are all Spectrum Noirs, and these come from A.C. Moore or Michaels. And let me get the other bag. And I have more in this bag, and a lot of these. I have Copics or Copics, and I also have Premier by Nicole. So I have a lot of markers. I didn't want to sit here with 100 markers on my table while I was coloring the bird. So I went through all my markers. I looked at my reference photo. I tried to pick out the colors that were on the bird. Did a little swatch test here and wrote down the number or the name of the colors. So when I was actually coloring the bird, I could just use this chart to grab the correct markers. I made a little quick video of me coloring the bird, so you'll see me doing this in that video. Okay, now my next step is going to put a little bit of a background on the page so my timber doodle can walk across the street. Just a very loose watercolor background because I want to be writing a bunch of notes, and I want the bird to stand out, so the background is going to be very loose. So here we have it, my completed nature journal page. I looked up some facts about the timber doodle. The woodcock, the American woodcock, has a lot of really interesting nicknames, but timber doodle is my favorite. I wrote down when I saw the bird, where it was, and it was crossing the road. I put a reference into the Sand County Almanac by Aldo Leopold, where he talks about the sky dance that these birds perform as a mating ritual. I put down that its habit is crepuscular, which means it's out during dawn and dusk. It mostly eats worms. It's found in eastern North America, and also it can fly the slowest of any bird. Its eyes are located quite high up in its head. and this gives it the best vision. Its visual field might be the largest of any bird, 360 degrees in the horizontal plane and 180 degrees in the vertical plane. That means you can't get anywhere near this bird and that it won't see you. It also has a very unusual bill. It's prehensile, which means the top part of the bill can actually move, open and close. It sticks its bill down in the mud and catches worms, which is its favorite diet. They're not very big. They're only about 10 to 12 inches long. They weigh about 5 to 8 ounces, and its bill is about 2.5 to 2 3/4 inches long. So here's my little American woodcock, or timber doodle, as I like to call him, doing its little strut across the street. You can see them doing their mating rituals this time of year, March and April. But you have to go out at dusk and find a wooded area with a close by open flat area, because that's like where they like to do their dance. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.